Hi there, traders. Just a quick update as we come into the European session now. We've just had the GfK consumer confidence numbers out, a little bit slightly weaker than the forecast, right? But Euro is already, it's already down there. Okay, you just see a little bit of a blip on the release of the data, but I wouldn't get too carried away with it. And I think there's a really good chance for some good trading today. And let me just get this chart a little bit, shrink it down a bit. Now, I think this US dollar sort of move is a bit of market rebalancing, right? It's not the market getting long dollars thinking the US economy is going great. So, but today's data, right? If you have a look at this, is where something like Metastock really comes into play. Looking at the updates, right? This is gives you a really good idea of market sentiment. Dollar stays strong as Fed rate cut, wages wobble. Data in focus, right? The rate cut. Okay, the market story started to wind back that a little bit. But today's economic numbers out of the US, right? And we've got a couple, or there's a bunch, and some are varying in their importance, right? Now, we've got the Swiss National Bank. I said keep an eye on that because that could impact all major pairs. You get the durable goods and GDP numbers coming out at the same time, right? Then there's a couple of different variations of those. You've got the initial jobless claims as well, right? And then you've got some existing house prices and then a bunch of Fed cronies talking. So out of the balance of these numbers, right, and really focusing on the high impacting ones, okay, existing home sales, I wouldn't say that's necessarily high, but get the idea. If the numbers come in weak, we are going to see a nice chance for all of these pairs to get back to where they were almost 1780. I could see a good 50, 60, 70 point move back to the top side. That's because the market started to sort of load up on a bit of this, US dollar strength, but it is by no means in cement, right? So just keep an eye on that as you go forward. If you're around for the European and definitely the North American session, keep an eye on those numbers. There is a chance that we may see a reversal. The other side of the picture as well, let's just paint a picture there. If these numbers come in weak, well, then we might see a little bit more dollar strength. And where to watch that is you get your follow the trail, your global markets template here. If these treasury yields start to go up, okay, it means the market is really unwinding some further cuts this year. But if the numbers come in weak and they start going down, right, you can be sure that the US dollar is going to fall, right? That's how sort of easy it is. And at the moment, right, look how confusing it is. Looks like everything is going up, and that doesn't make sense. So wait for the numbers. Let's see how it drops, and then go from there, right? All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.